All your life, you've been following directions. Ever since you were a baby, it started with your parents or with your guardians, maybe your siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Then it extended to school, your teachers, counselors, principals, your peer groups, your friends, the music you listen to, the television shows that you watch, even the books that you read or podcasts that you listen to, and everything in between. All your life, you've been going outward, seeking for what can be found inside. You are the chosen one. The only thing is, you've been listening to everyone outside of yourself. You've been following what everyone else has been saying, being guided by everything else but your own heart. Now, this may not be the case for everyone that's listening, but for the majority of the people that are, for the majority of the masses that's out there, unfortunately, it's a sad reality. Look at the state that the world is in currently. There's talks of war. There's so many political stances occurring. There's so many different rhetorics. There's so much content that's out there more than ever, pulling you this way, that way, in every single direction. And it can make anyone confused. So much contradictory information that's out there, one wouldn't even know where to begin to start. Well, I'm here to tell you, the best place to start is within. Dear chosen one, you're not alone. I understand. I know how scary it can be. I know how confusing things may seem. I know that deep down inside, deep inside of your core, you've been told one thing, but as you look around, there's an inner knowing that something just isn't right. You can love people. You can love your parents. You can love your friends, your siblings, your teachers. But just because you have love for them, it doesn't necessarily mean that what they're telling you or what they're teaching you and what they want for you is accurate. You have your own path. You have your own journey. You're in your own quest. You have to find answers for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to have some wisdom. You want to be able to understand and know what things to take from people and heed and what things to just leave where it's at. From this day forward, you may want to begin to not argue with people, not try to justify yourself, not try to prove yourself to anyone. Just take a moment, reflect, analyze, but not for too long. Adjust accordingly and go towards where your heart has been leading you this whole time. No one knows the contents of your heart but yourself. No one else knows the reason why your soul chose this moment in time to be here. That's only an answer that you can find within yourself. Sure, books can guide you in some ways, but remember, those authors have their own journeys, they have their own quests, they have their own paths. They're not here to answer everything for you. Some of those answers, if not most of those answers, are left up to you. A lot of what you've been searching for has been with you the whole entire time. A lot of what you've been seeking has already been seeking you, has already been with you. It's just that the noise inside of your mind, the so-called advice, the opinions, the so-called common sense that you've been given has what's been derailing you from what's been there the whole time. Following directions does have the ability to keep you out of trouble. It does have the ability to even save your life at times. But there's point in times in your life where following directions is going to be the wrong choice to make. For example, let's say that you're on a road and there's a fork in the road. You can either go left or you can go right. You're not sure which way to go, so you ask someone, hey, which route should I take, left or right? And that person tells you, hey, go left, because what's going on up there on the right way is gonna lead you to doom, or whatever the case may be, right? Just follow me with this example. So say, for instance, you take this person's advice and you go left. But the minute you go left, that was in fact the wrong way to go. That was in fact the place that was going to lead you to doom. Whether you know that person or not, You decided to trust that person. Now take that same perspective and analogy and take that into your everyday life. All of your life, you've had situations where you may not have been confident with yourself, so you decided to ask someone. And in some of those cases, they may have gave you the right information, but I guarantee you, in a lot of cases, you've experienced situations where you were like, why did I even listen to that person? And that's the issue. Why are you continuously listening to other people and not listening to yourself? The irony is you're sitting here listening to me right now. Now, before you go, just hear me out. Start listening to yourself. Start listening to your heart. Start listening to your dreams, to your visions, no matter how far-fetched that they may seem. No matter where you at in your life, you could be the poorest, most downtrodden, the least amount of education. It doesn't matter the situation. You could be the youngest person in your family. No matter what type of perceived or true handicap that you may have, that doesn't mean that you don't have what it takes to become what you were put here to be. You weren't put here to buy every product that's been advertised to you. You weren't put here to listen to every person who has an opinion. You weren't put here to follow everything that the next person says that you should do. If that were the case, then you would be a robot. And are you a robot? Have you been conducting yourself as a robot? I know you heard this plenty of times that the world is like the movie The Matrix. The Matrix wasn't a movie, it was a documentary. I know if you're here listening to a message like this right now, that is something deep within inside of yourself that you resonate with, that you know that you're a chosen one, that you know that there's something special about you, that you know that no matter where you are currently in your life, that it can be better, that you know that everything isn't what it seems, and I'm here to confirm that to you. Yes, you are correct. Stop your seeking, stop your searching. Listen to yourself, listen to your heart. And even if you make mistakes along the way, that's totally fine. Life isn't about perfection, it's about progression. There's ebbs and flows to the world. There's ups and then there's downs. There's lefts and there's rights. The farthest left the pendulum swings, that's how far right that the pendulum is going to swing. That's a balance. It's the yin and the yang. So moving forward, take the opportunity to just quiet the noise. Don't consume as much information as you have been consuming. And if you are going to consume information, make sure it's the type of information that's necessary for you to gain the skill sets that you need on your journey. Don't just listen to information for listening's sake. Yes, you want to be open-minded, but you want to also be open-minded to the fact that everything that you're looking for can already be found inside yourself. Believe in the wisdom that's already inherent. Believe in the spirit that's within you, that's connected to everything. Believe in yourself. Choose yourself. Be confident. Love yourself. You don't need to seek the approval and validation of others around you. You don't need anyone to tell you how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how pretty you are. You don't need anyone to tell you how intelligent you are, this, that, and the third. It's totally great to be able to get compliments from others, but don't use those compliments as a source of energy. Don't use those compliments as a source for validation. Take things with a grain of salt, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Love thyself and know thyself. You can't find yourself in a book. You can't find yourself in the song. The only place you can find you is within you. I'm Khalil Gerard. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this message today. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. It'll help my channel grow and it'll allow me to be able to reach more people like you who need to hear this type of message. If you've liked this message, please consider hitting the like button. Also, once you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you can be notified anytime a new video has released. I promise that I'm going to do my best to stay as consistent as possible and drop more videos, drop more content. And also, don't be shy. You can feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace.